Hey guys, welcome to Becca's Bookoplathon round one for the entire month. I figured I'd start this vlog. It's like 6:30 p.m. on day one. I haven't read a fucking thing yet. Is anybody surprised? No. I was going to read earlier, but then I've had to deal with some more crap that has to deal with my dad, and so I just have not read today. Today's Tuesday, which means graveyard day, so I have to be asleep within the next hour and a half or so to be able to get my 3-hour nap-ish. Then I'll work my shift, come home tomorrow morning, which will be Wednesday morning, take a nap, and then I've got to drive almost 2 hours to go to my friend's house for our fantasy football league draft, which I'm really excited to do. Football and fall, like, they're my two of my favorite things in the entire world, and I've been looking forward to it, and I'm really glad that we're still having football, because if not, I think I would cry and just be drunk all the time. Like, there's so little joy in the world right now that just being able, even though it's not going to be the same as it normally is, just knowing that I get to watch football and, it's just something that's semi-normal that we're finally getting back. So I'm excited to go, but I'm nervous about the drive, and that's going to take up a chunk of my day because I need to leave by like 3:15, 3:30 to get down there by 5:30 when it starts, and I will be getting home sometime in the morning and sleeping, so I may only have an hour or two before I have to leave, and then I won't get back until late, and then when I get home, I have to enter in the draft. Since we do an in-person draft, I have to enter in the draft into the computer, so I might read tomorrow night because Thursday and Friday are my days off, so I can stay up late Wednesday if I want, so I might get some reading in then. But as of right now, I haven't picked up anything. I am still only 66 pages into Airfire, which isn't even on my Bookopoly TBR. It's just a book I want to read this month. And I haven't picked up one of my picks for the roles yet, and I really don't know which one to pick up. I was supposed to read 50 pages in Golden Sun today, but I told Cindy that I wanted to wait until Thursday to start that one, only because I won't be able to read tomorrow, and I just don't want to start and then have to stop, so we're going to start that on Thursday. I don't know. Steph said that I should start Star Daughter maybe, just to get it, start that because it's the chunkiest one in the pile, and I think I might agree with her, or keep reading Airfire because, again, another chunky one and one that I've already started. So we'll see. I might pick one of them up here in a little bit, but I may not, because or I may just lay down right before my shift and keep reading Restless Slumber, which is book 2 in the Fortuna Sworn series, because I picked that one up in the last couple of days of August and I haven't finished it, so I do need to finish that one too, which that's 2 books extra that aren't in the roles that I'm trying to read, so I should have been smart and picked a book off of my Kindle to fill the roles, because I like reading on my Kindle, and especially at night, so kind of fucked myself there, but yeah, that's all I got for you to start. Again, just sitting here, hot. Should probably turn my fan on. But, it's noisy, so I'm trying not to add the extra noise. But, oh, one more thing. You'll get this in a week, so it's not a big deal. Today, I posted in Vicky and my book club on Goodreads, Random Reads. Today, I posted what our pick for October is. If you're not in the Goodreads group, you won't know until we announce it in our October TBRs at the end of September. So if you want to know ahead of time to see if you want to read with us, you need to join the group. Little hint, we are reading a horror for October, because October. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I always have the Goodreads group linked in the description for if you want to join, let me know. But yeah. That's it, I think. That's all I got. Maybe I'll pick a book up. Knowing me, I probably won't. I'll probably just read Restless Slumber when I lay down before my nap, before my graveyard. Tuesdays suck, man. They're my least favorite days, but I don't know. The next footage you'll probably see is maybe footage from the draft. Maybe a check-in before I go down there. Probably check-in going, leaving for the draft now, still haven't read shit. That's more than likely not what you'll see next.
Have her do it. So I can send it to my mom. That is amazing.
I like my cat sounds. Just make one. Hey.
He's gonna get you.
I know he will. It's a cat. I'm trying not to hurt myself.
You lift him up and like body slam him.
Gently.
Gently, yes.
And I want to hurt my baby.
He's so cute.
What if I go
Get her, Thunder. Get her.
What if I go over here?
Oh, you got down. Oh. Get her, Thunder. Get her. That was so cute.
He does this weird like bunny hop. It's so cute.
Well, because he's not trying to hurt you. He's playing.
I gently unhook him.
It's all right. It's so funny. Get her. Get her.
He does that weird thing. Yeah, he's hugging me though.
He is. He's not. There's no claws. He's playing with you. Hi guys, happy Friday. So I haven't updated you since Tuesday, so it's been, well, Tuesday is the 1st, today's the 4th, so yeah. I have read though. Wednesday I didn't do any reading at all. Like I said in my previous clip, I had to drive 2 hours to go to my fantasy football league draft and then 2 hours back, and so like I left my house at 3:15, didn't get to where I was going until 5:30. Yeah, it was about 5:30. And then on the way back, I didn't leave till almost 9, and then didn't get home till like 10:45. So it was a lot. And then I had to spend that night when I got home, then I entered in the draft into the system. So now we're all ready to go for football season, and I'm really excited. Like, football and fall in general just bring me joy, and with how shitty this year is, I can't wait for a little bit of joy or just something. Shit hasn't been going very well with my dad. My dad has been having a lot of issues. I know I've been rather open on my channel with you guys about that, but in case you didn't know, my dad suffers from dementia, and it's getting pretty bad. He still lives at home, and my sister lives with him and takes care of him, and my dad's been escaping a lot, and that he never escaped before COVID, because before COVID we could take him places and do things, and my daughter plays sports, I would take him to her games and stuff like that. But since COVID happened, Dad has dementia. He doesn't understand the virus. He thinks that we're all lying about it, or the big orange man on TV is lying about it, or he thinks that Sam and I are just keeping him at home to try to control him. Like, he just doesn't believe us. And so he gets angry and decides he wants to go see his friends or go do what he wants. And so he escapes and like tries to get to town. It's just a mess. So, you know, it's been really, really hard. And I have an appointment in like a half an hour to go talk to some people about him, because, you know, every time he escapes, you know, like, we just tend to be getting into trouble. It's a pain in the ass, and there's nothing they can really do, but we just have to keep proving that we're doing everything we can to keep him safe and that he's taken care of and all this stuff. It's just, he's an asshole and he has dementia, and, you know, he doesn't understand. You would think some of these people would understand this, but alas, there it is. So Wednesday, didn't read at all. Yesterday was Thursday. What did I do yesterday? I did read yesterday, and I have been reading at night. I'm about 220, something like that, 200 and something pages into Restless Slumber, which is the second book in the Fortuna Sworn series. So that one I had started in August, and I'm still continuing with that. I have it on my Kindle, so I've been reading it at night before I go to bed. Really good. I'm liking it much better than I did the first book. The first book, to me, which you will have already seen in my August wrap up, which I need to film when I get back from my appointment and film and get ready to go. Fortuna Sworn, I gave 3 stars. It was okay. Like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But just the way the book 1 was, it just didn't really, I'm just kind of like, eh. This one I'm liking much better. The pace is a lot better. It's the way it's written is a lot better. Fortuna Sworn seemed kind of clunky to me in places, whereas this one is not. This one flows a lot better. I hear the ending is like soul crushing and ends on a cliffhanger. I know book 3 comes out in December, so hopefully, you know, that's why I'm reading it now. I won't have long to wait until book 3 is out. I believe it's supposed to be a 6-book series according to Goodreads, so I'm invested. Like I told Becca, she was disappointed I gave it 3 stars, but I told her, I said, I'm still going to continue. I still liked it. I liked it enough to want to keep reading. So it's not, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it like I expected to love it. Like I loved the Bargainer series and ACOTAR. So I am continuing with that. I haven't picked up Air of Fire, and I was debating on what to pick up, but I have started Golden Sun by Pierce Brosnan. This was my role to read a sequel in Becca's Bookopoly. So I'm reading this with my friend Cindy, who's also a subscriber. We are 50 pages in. We started it yesterday. I have yet to read my 50 pages today. We're going to read 50 pages a day. I got her to read Red Rising last month, and I've got the rest of the series, and so does she. So we're going to read this together. Like, we read a whole bunch of shit together. But I have started Golden Sun. I'm enjoying it, but I can tell right away this one's going to be a lot more political than Red Rising was, and which is fine because Red Rising is definitely the setup, get everything going. And I've heard great things about this series. There's certain people who have said they hated it and they just didn't like it at all. And like Piera Ford, it's one of her favorite series and she absolutely loves it. I like it. Like, I liked Red Rising. I'm liking Golden Sun so far. I have a hard time keeping all the characters straight. There's a ton of characters. I wish there was, there is a character listing at the beginning, but I also wish there was like a term listing because the different ranks and stuff, like, they mean different things, and I kind of wish I had that for reference. The characters are all there, and there's a huge amount of characters, and I keep flipping back to kind of remind myself, because I read Red Rising like 4 or 5 months ago. Maybe it was even last year. I don't remember. It's been a while. So I read the recap, like, to refresh myself on what happened before I started Golden Sun. But I'm like, God, which character is this? Okay, like, what did she do? What role did she play? I don't remember. Like, just problems like that. But I'm sure it'll be fine once we get further into it. But so far, I'm enjoying it, and so is Cindy. But yeah, that's my reading so far. So I have my appointment in like 25 minutes, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to film my August wrap-up. And then when I'm done with that, then I'm going to read my 50 pages of the Golden Sun and then decide if I want to pick up something else or just continue with Air of Fire, because Golden Sun is on Bookopoly, so at least I'm reading a Bookopoly book. Air of Fire and Restless Slumber are not Bookopoly books, so, but I want to read them. So we'll see how it goes. Like, Star Daughter's kind of calling to me, but I don't know if I want to pick it up because I still have Air of Fire to read, and I've started that one already, and it's like, but do I want a Sarah J. Maas break? Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm definitely going to read at least 50 more pages in Golden Sun, so at least I have 100 pages read of a book that is actually on my Bookopoly TBR. Like, I'm determined. I want to finish my TBR this month. I'm trying not to be a sack of shit, but it's been really hard. And when I'm stressed out like I have been with all the shit going on with my dad, it's really hard for me to read. The stress, I just want to zone out and do my stupid color by numbers on my tablet. That's all I want to do. Like, I'm currently watching Leanne at Literary Diversions. I'm catching up on her latest video that she posted. So yeah, when I get back and I have something more read, I will update you then. Well, I guess I need to wrap up this week 1 vlog because it is now Tuesday and it's the end of the first week of Bookoplathon, and I'm failing spectacularly. I've had a rough first week of September. There's a lot going on in my life. There's a lot going on with my dad and stuff like that, trying to get the kids ready for school. Danielle's pretty much set where I live. They're not going back. They're doing distance learning, which is really upsetting for Danielle because she misses her friends, but she does okay with the online learning. My son Lucas does not. He has autism, and so he needs to be in school. And so a bunch of us parents are fighting with this district because he's in life skills is what they call it. So it depends on where you're from. Life skills is a class that is self-contained for special needs kids to where they can work at their own pace. They have a lot of one-on-one instruction. There's paraeducators in there to help them along with the teacher. I mean, each kid is on a different level, reading-wise, math-wise, grade-wise, everything. Like, my son is in 8th grade and he's 14, but probably maturity-wise, he's about 7 or 8, maybe 9. So his speech isn't, I mean, he can talk, but I mean, he can't hold a conversation with you, though it's getting better and way better than it was. And as like his reading and math level is about a 4th grade level, so he's about half down from his grade level, which I guess is pretty standard and good. So he's not behind where I guess he should be, but you know, and every single child is different. His best friend is nonverbal. So, I mean, these kids need one-on-one instruction, and a lot of them can't do online learning. It's just not possible. And then you have the other problem where a lot of these kids won't wear masks because of sensory issues or other health issues. And Lucas is one that won't wear a mask. He has severe severe sensory issues that revolve around his head. We shave his head intentionally because he doesn't like getting his head wet in any way. It freaks him out, and so he's gotten a little better. We're working on it, but that's why we keep his head completely shaved, because we can't wash his hair, so he won't let us. So there's that. And it's tonight we have the open house, which they've structured that very differently as well. So I have to go up there and hopefully we get some clarity, because we really have none right now. And the only thing they've kind of told us so far is that these kids are supposed to be starting out in person 2 days a week for 3 hours a day. Okay, that's fine. But that's only 6 hours a week that he'll be getting, because online learning does not work for him. So by law, in the United States, by law, and by the state I live in, Washington State, by state law, he is required to get 30 hours of schooling a week. My daughter will get that just fine doing online, because she is a gen ed, normal functioning child who is 12 and in 7th grade, and she can easily do that on her own. My son, however, cannot. So they are breaking the law by not giving him full education, and they fully have the means to do it with COVID or not. They are the only kids that would be in school. All the other kids are doing distance learning. So he's in the middle school. The middle school is ginormous. These kids are only in one classroom when everything's normal. I think the max that he's had in his class is 8 students. They can easily socially distance 8 students and be able to teach them in person. And there's nobody else in the building, so they don't have to worry about interacting with anybody else except for their teacher and their paras. But for some reason, the district won't do it, even though there's multiple districts in my state that is doing that, because these special needs kids pretty much have had no schooling whatsoever since March. And by law, they have to make up what they did not get from March through June. And they're supposed to follow the IEPs, which every child who's special needs has an IEP, which literally breaks down the structure of what this child needs as far as learning, social, emotional, special interventions they may need to help them learn and stuff like that. None of these kids have had their IEPs being enforced because of the social distancing and the distance learning. So that is also against the law. And yeah, there's a lot of us that are really upset. So I mean, it's just been a mess. So I'm trying to deal with that and trying to get Lucas ready without really knowing what the fuck is going on, because Lucas is one of those children that I need to prepare him. I need to let him know what's coming next so that he can get processed and get himself ready. School's supposed to start in less than a week. I know a lot of other people have started. Our district pushed it back a week so they could have more time to plan. School starts in less than a week. Regular school for everybody starts on Monday, and this coming Monday. It's now Tuesday, and they have no idea what they're doing with these kids, and it's really starting to stress me out. So I have that. My dad, work has been insane. I've been really, really busy. I worked a really long shift today. I'm supposed to work a graveyard tonight, and we're going to be short-staffed, which means it's going to be another long shift. And normally I go to bed around 5. Can't, because Matt's at work, and I have to take Lucas up to the school to do his, they call it an open house, but it's not really normal. I mean, everybody goes in chunks based on your last name, and he's got to get like his picture taken, his school ID, his schedule, which, isn't really much. So hopefully we'll get some answers then. But so I probably won't go to bed until like 7:30, and I have to work at midnight tonight. Didn't read a damn thing yesterday. I've been really slow on my reading. It's just I've had so much going on in my brain. I can't relax enough to read. So I'm really hoping I can participate and get this done. I may totally completely cheat and switch around some of the books and read something that I want to read, because maybe on my Kindle, I'm going to try to get some stuff on my Kindle maybe and, double pay just so I can get it, because that seems to be the only way I'm reading right now, at night before bed. I'm just feeling a lot of stress, so I'm trying really hard not to let this be a stress. I want this to be fun and engaging and all this stuff like it normally is. It's just 2020 has been a bullshit year. But to wrap this up, I'm sorry this vlog is very, very short. You got 2 fun clips and 3 clips of me talking about reading, but it just is what it is. And I said I would vlog every week, so that's what I'm doing. Thankfully, this won't take me long to edit or upload, but first book I am currently reading is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. I am 152 pages in. I'm on chapter 18, so about 150 pages in. I'm buddy reading this with my friend Cindy. I made her read Red Rising last month, and so now we're going to read the rest of the series together. Like, we constantly read together all the time. I find it very motivating. Her and I have, you know, crazy ass schedules. She's a nurse, and then with my schedule. So it's kind of nice because we motivate each other to read. But I'm 150 pages into this. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very, very political, this one is. There's been a lot of action, and I was really hooked right from the beginning, but it's a lot of political stuff. Enjoying it, though. It's not bad. It's just I haven't read any of it in a couple of days. I'm also reading, which I'll put it up here, is Restless Slumber by KJ Sutton. Or is it K.A. Sutton? Why can't I remember? KJ Sutton was right the first time. This is the sequel to Fortuna Sworn. I only have about 90 pages left. I could have easily finished it last night before bed, but I just wasn't feeling it. Danielle and I spent all day yesterday watching the Jurassic Park movies. Well, not all of them, 3 of the 5. Because we watched the first one, I Hate the Lost World, fight me. I skipped it. Then we watched Jurassic Park 3, and then we watched the first Jurassic World. Just for funsies. I love the Jurassic Park movies, and she hadn't seen a couple of those, so I know she hadn't seen Jurassic Park 3, and I think it'd been a long time since she's seen the original. So yeah, we watched those, and I was fine doing that instead of reading. I really didn't give a fuck, so I'm just kind of letting myself do whatever, but we'll see. I really want to make this work. You know, Becca's one of my favorites, and I really want to participate in this readathon. And she says she's only going to do a month long once a year. So, like, I want to participate, and this is fucking stupid. I just need things to calm down, or I need to feel less stress. I think hopefully in the next week or so when school starts, things will slowly start to lessen and we'll kind of get back into the routine like I'm used to, hopefully, or some kind of semblance of it, and that'll make me feel a little better and less stressed. But yeah, that's it for week 1, guys. I'm sorry this vlog completely sucks balls, but it is what it is. Thursday and Friday is my day off, or my days off, so that helps. So hopefully I can get a lot of reading done in. I might have to just start buying everything on Kindle because that seems to be the only way I read. And if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. It's fine. Like, I want to be able to keep reading. Like, it's hard. I'm staring at my TBR and I want to read it, but I, again, have no motivation to read. It is what it is. But that's it for this week's vlog. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.